Okay. Now, the age-old question that everyone's been wondering. What animal am I? Answer these 12 simple questions to determine where in the animal kingdom you fit in. The result might surprise you. At a ball, you are usually... Yes, the classic pastime of the 21st century. Going to the ball. Not dancing alone. Especially, like, in a ball scenario. That's kind of sad. Like, you can't really slow dance with yourself. I guess socializing with the guests. An old friend came to visit you. However, you have a lot of work to do. You will put your work aside and accompany your friend. Invite your friend over for coffee at the cafe next to your work. Complete your work, but explain for your absence. Probably, definitely, top answer. Whenever asked, I find the time. Try to, at least. Unless I'm doing something that's more fun, and I'm like, yeah, fuck off, friend. I'm already gaming over here. You're at your cafe, and the waitress spills your coffee. You will? What? Both of these seem awful. Make a scene and complain to the manager is obviously out. But handle the situation calmly and politely ask her to leave? What? Why? That's like the only option between the two, but that seems ridiculous. Which of the following sentences resonate with you? The people are doing, and the god is seeing. Every man for himself, and the devil takes the hindmost. The people are doing, and the god is seeing. Huh? I mean, I'm not the most religious person, but... You know, I've got a rough understanding of Christianity, and I still have no idea what this top one is trying to say. Like God watches over everyone, I guess is the implication? Versus... every man... I mean, this is a really weird one to answer with, like, literal no religious bone in my body. But I don't really agree with every man for himself either, so I guess the top one. Would you ask your friends to pick you up when you return to your hometown after a holiday? I asked my friends. Yes, I would be too tired. This is really... I would drive myself home. I would usually just plan to drive myself home. I would... Like... It's one thing if you plan for your friend to, like, help you out, right? But it's another thing to just out of nowhere be like, yeah, hey, pick me up at the airport, please. It's weird. Is it easy for you to make friends with others? Sometimes, depends on the person. You see a child crying in the park because he is separated from his parents. You decide to comfort the child and accompany him or her until their parents return. Weird. Take the child to a security officer nearby and then leave. Not care because the child has nothing to do with you. I mean, how separated from their parents are we talking? Because, like, it's at a park. Like, usually at a... I mean, if it's a big park. Well, like, fuck the parents, first of all. Like, if it's a small enough park, I mean, fuck the kid, then. Like, you could usually just find your parents within eyesight. Guess the middle one is the most appropriate. The elevator you've been waiting for finally arrives, however, the person you loathe is in it. Just go on the elevator, weirdo. Yeah, the first one on that child question is just insanely strange. Never do that. What would you more likely do on a night out? I would take the sky wheel, or I would go to the pub. I guess I would take the sky wheel. Very, very European energy emanating off of this one. Imagine you are the boss of a company and two individuals have applied for the same position. Would you choose the applicant who is more attractive? Of course not. I mean, like, if they're the better person at the job, then, like, I guess either would be right is probably the most appropriate answer. You and your friend fall in love with the same person, but this person likes your friend. You will... not be too sad? Definitely do not be number 2. Number 3 is very weird also. Just like, you know? Accept that it's not going to work out and... Wait, am I reading this wrong? You and your friend fall in love with the same person. Yeah, just whatever. Who cares? Would you be interested in doing volunteer work? Maybe sometime. Maybe sometime. What am I? I'm a deer. This just in. That's me. I am beautiful, elusive, flexible, and idealistic. However, I tend to be inconsistent. Inconsistent? Am I? Am I really inconsistent? I feel like I've got like a strong set of morals that I adhere to. Inconsistent's a weird one. The result will be a very dumb animal. Thank you. Thanks for your confidence. Who were you in your past life? Close your eyes and think back to your childhood. Alright, maybe sometimes I can be inconsistent. I can be inconsistent where it's funny. Did you like breaking things when you were a child? No. Did you like watching ants move? Yeah, about as much as the next guy, I think. Did you like looking at plants? No. Do you like reading detective novels rather than... No. Were you a leader rather than a follower? No. Did you like reading books? No. Do you think you were popular as a child? Can we auto answer no to this, to all of these, please? Good night, Nicholas. Thanks for hanging out. Did you have many friends when you were a child? Yes. Which, you know, kind of contradicts popular, but there's two different definitions there. Did you like drawing wherever you went? Kinda. Dude, I fucking loved those restaurants that would have the table mat that you could draw on. And no, I'm not just a shit-eating child that took crayons and drew on tablecloths when they weren't supposed to. I'm talking specifically, maybe it's just the area I live in, but, like, it was always Italian places. I don't know why. There were, like, these sit-in family Italian restaurants that had paper tablecloths they would get out for kids and give you a pack of crayons. That shit was the best. Were you the one who made decisions when playing with other children? No. I mean, not all the time. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Were you good at imitating others? What does this mean? I guess? What? No? I don't know what this one wants from me. I didn't really go out of my way to imitate others, so I guess no. Were you good at dancing? No. Were you good at playing a musical instrument? No. Could you recognize some stars and constellations? No. I thought about it. I was like, my dad definitely tried to teach me them, but I just, you know. It's like one thing if you get pointed out and you're like, look there. That's the Orion's Belt. That's the Little Dipper. But it's another thing if you're trying to find it yourself. Like, no chance, dude. No chance in hell. In your early years, did you believe in the existence of aliens? Probably. When you were a child, did you sing out of tune? No. Have you pondered existential questions such as, who am I? From a young age? No. Compared to playing make-believe, did you prefer building and creating? Yes. Did you like playing chess? Yeah, but I was real bad at it. I was one of those pieces of shit that would... there's no way of illustrating this. I would do, like, my first, 6 moves would be setting up that awful diagonal pawn structure that every, 8-year-old does. That's the extent of my chess experience. Chess. Did you enjoy playing alone rather than playing with others? No. Was it easy for you to focus on one thing? No. Did you get along with strangers well when you were young? Yeah? No? I mean, I didn't really try. I guess no, then? Did you daydream often? Yeah, probably. Did you enjoy having the attention of the people around you when you were young? Yeah, probably. Oh, who am I? E.T.! Dude, I wish I were E.T. Alright, I'm the short king. The short king himself. Alright, Napoleon Bonaparte. Don't look too deeply into that one, I guess. Probably don't care about which Marvel superhero I am. Does anybody want to know which princess I am? It's the questions, when the quiz is marketed at a young age, the questions probably aren't going to be that fun to answer either. I hate the picture for test your stress level. This looks straight out of a fucking Slint album. Oh, man. Test your stress level. Sure, let's test my stress level. Take this test and see if it helps you calm down. Ooh. Alright. Why are you taking this test? I found this test online. Yeah, there you go. I'm a fan of arealme.com. They got me nailed. What do you do right before you go to sleep? I play around on my cell phone, but I realize it keeps me up in the middle of the night. I don't really do much. I just close my eyes and knock out. I mean, well, this is a hard one to answer. 'Cause, yeah, well, yeah. But, yeah, okay, fine. Maybe it's not a hard one to answer, I just don't want to. You are currently a student in the workforce. I'm a stay-at-home mom or dad. Yep, that's me. Do you keep track of your spending? Yes, it's a must to keep finances in order. I try, but sometimes I forget about the little things I spend money on. No, thinking about how much money I'm spending makes me anxious. Yes. A friend of yours on Facebook who lives in the same city just posted that he or she felt an earthquake, but you didn't feel anything. How would you react? They probably imagined it. I just keep doing what I'm doing. Really? Let me check the news to see if it's true. I'm probably, yeah, I'm gonna check the news kind of guy. Like when I was told by a friend that there was a shooting in the mall, and I was like, oh shit, really? And he was like, yeah, there's a shooting minutes ago in the Galleria Mall. And then I Google.com'd it, and I was like, oh, wait, no, turns out actually there wasn't, though. And then I told him about it, and he was like, oh yeah, actually there wasn't. Lol. Just kidding. Tricked ya! We all thought there was, but there actually wasn't. A person you used to have a crush on suddenly asks you out to dinner. How would you react? It's about time. Totally looking forward to it. So nervous. Can I push the date back a few days? Dude, I hate the phrasing of these questions. Or answers, more accurately. To turn down the invitation, I would be nervous, but, I'm not gonna push the date back. Yeah, probably the top one. Everyone around you has switched to the new phone. What would you do? Who cares? Your relatives and neighbors tell you your kid, oh, they're doing this because I said I was a stay-at-home dad. No, I've ruined the integrity of the test, I think. Tell you your kid is too skinny. How would you react? Nod and smile as you silently tell them to go bugger off. Confront them and tell them to quit judging you and mind their own business. Whatever, I know what I'm doing and what they... yeah, bottom. Say you're a stay-at-home mom. People keep asking you why you haven't returned to the workforce. What would you say? Yeah, bottom one makes most sense, though I never plan on having children. I just answered it as a meme. Listen to the audio clip below. Imagine if your boyfriend or girlfriend said this to you. How would you react? All right, let's take a listen.
Work was exhausting. I just don't feel like talking. Is there something wrong with that?
Oh my god. I would immediately ask myself how I, first off, transported back into high school, and then secondly, give me my RuneScape music back. Imagine if your boyfriend... Oh, I didn't even pay attention because I was just thinking about how fucking funny the voice acting was. Let me hear it again.
Work was exhausting.
Work was exhausting.
I just don't feel like talking. Is there something wrong with that?
The top one doesn't even make sense. Neither does the bottom one, really? Like, I guess the middle? You're about to leave the house, but you can't find your transportation card. What would you do? Your transportation card? Is that... they mean driver's license? What does this mean? I was sure I put it on the table. How could it just disappear? I'm gonna be late if I don't head out. I'll just use a different mode of transportation. Oh, is this for, like, public transport? This is something I have no experience with living in America. That's fine. I'll buy a single ticket and look for the card when I get home at night. Yeah, probably the bottom one. Or the middle one? Bottom or middle, for sure. Although I do like to find it in the moment, but if it takes a while, I don't know. Probably middle. Let's go with middle, since it says I'm going to be late, which, you know, means you have to push off finding it. Pick the card that appeals to you the most. Okay. I can't really make out what's going on in this top one. She got a fucking Pokeball? Okay. Versus... You know, I think I like the middle one more. If you could develop a new hobby, you didn't have to worry about time or money, which of the following would you choose? Surfing or snowboarding, gardening / pets. That's a hobby? Pets? Photography or travel. Probably the middle, then. If one day you get a huge sum of money, enough to cover your expenses for the rest of your life, what would you do? Pursue a career in a field I love and continue living a stable, routine life. Probably donate a portion. Alright. I would never work again and spend the rest of my life going on adventures. Nope. I would invest a portion of the money to create more wealth. The rest I would spend as I like. Probably the top. How do you feel after taking this test? Pretty interesting. I feel a lot better. It was alright. I feel like the questions are more entertaining than professional. Not very helpful. I'm still very stressed out. Sure. My current stress level is perfect. Cool. I am my inner child. Don't be weird about it, dude. Alright. That seems like a good stopping point for now. I've been doing this for 2 hours. That, I mean, you know, there's still fun ones to take. I feel like the second time reaching into the barrel definitely had a little bit of diminishing returns here, but, you know, I still thought it went decently well, and it got to showcase just how awful my knowledge of geography is. But now we're in that weird state where I once again have literally no clue what I want to do for the rest of the stream. Oh, no. What